way through the desired amount for the business you want to start. Make partnerships with someone who has the same desire and capital. Take note, he or she must be trustworthy. Proudly brought to you by Money 93.7 FM. Think business. Money Evening News. Money Evening News.
In your financial indicators today, Wednesday, 26th October 2022, the United States dollar is buying at 15 kwacha 89 ngwe and selling at 16 kwacha 20 ngwe. The Great British Pound is buying at 18 kwacha 20 ngwe and selling at 18 kwacha 56 ngwe. The Euro is buying at 15 kwacha 83 ngwe and selling at 16 kwacha 14 ngwe. The South African Rand is buying at 87 ngwe and selling at 89 ngwe. Those are your financial indicators. The news headlines. Local Government and Rural Development Minister expects works on Lusaka Gutted City Market to be completed in next 4 weeks.
Progression of the operationalization of this new city market that is being built by ZNS, and also the Simon Mawelena market.
Government continues to place a premium on measures aimed at addressing climate change.
Topical developmental issue varying grave impacts on climate change as ability to recover.
Government continues to place a premium on measures aimed at addressing climate change. Airlines may suspend Nigeria-Dubai flights over visa hiccups. FAZ fines Chambishi Football Club 50,000 kwacha for failure to control supporters. Hello and welcome to the Money Evening News on Money FM. I am Best Jerry. Local Government and Rural Development Minister says government expects works on Lusaka's Gutted City Market and Simon Mwilwa Lane Market to be completed in the next 4 weeks and start operating by January 2023. Speaking during a spot check of the two markets, Gary Nkombo expresses worry over failure by the contractor to complete the works on time. Mr. Nkombo is disheartened that there has been minimal progress despite the release of 22 million kwacha by central government earlier this year. He says it is for this reason that a tripartite meeting was recently held to ensure that funds for completion of the projects are channeled direct to Zambia National Service as the main contractor and not Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, which delayed works.
Progression of the operationalization of this new city market that is being built by ZNS, and also the Simon Mawelena market, which two facilities we have been very anxious to get ready ever since April of this year when the Treasury released 22 million kwacha in order to complete works here. I can confirm that the Treasury did their part by releasing that money, and we are very anxious because work is going on very slowly here. And so we came on a fact-finding mission yesterday. Fortunately, the top leadership of the contractors, ZNS, were not here. Now they are here, and we've just finished a meeting which revealed that yes, the Treasury released the money to the DSW.
And Lusaka Mayor Chilando Chitangala says the two facilities, once completed, will comprise 7,000 trading points with the bulk of street vendors expected to be accommodated and reduce on street vending.
actually, because we don't have these two markets ready. But we've heard what ZNS has said and what MME has said, and we're just hoping that within the next 4 to 5 weeks, we can have these markets ready. We are very we're scared at Lusaka City Council because when we keep the city the way it is, we have a very big public health development at this very season. So we can wait for the 4 to 5 weeks that we can talk and hoping that the market will be ready for the vendors to move in.
Meanwhile, goods worth 240,000 kwacha have been reduced to ashes in an inferno fire at Nyimba Main Market. Nyimba Town Council Public Relations Officer Miriam Busiko reveals to Money FM News that the fire broke out as a result of a brazier which was left unattended to. Mrs. Busiko explains that the shop where the fire started from had some kerosene containers which fueled the fire and resulted in spreading to 11 other shops, burning various groceries and phone accessories to ashes. She has since cautioned members of the general public and traders in the market to be fire safety conscious and avoid open fires in public places, especially markets.
40,000 kwacha have been reduced to ashes in an inferno fire at Nyimba Main Market. Nyimba Main Market on Saturday, 15th October 2022, at 0805 hours in the morning, recorded a fire incident which swept away goods worth 240,000 kwacha, which broke out as a result of a brazier which was left unattended to. Nyimba Town Council Fire Brigade team received a distress call from the general public about the fire at the market at 0810 hours in the morning, and by 0830 hours, the officers had managed to extinguish the fire. The shop where the fire started from had some kerosene containers, which fueled the fire and resulted in spreading to 11 other shops, burning various groceries and phone accessories to ashes.
A financial analyst says small-scale medium enterprises (SMEs) appreciates the government's effort of making the business environment conducive. Trevor Hambai tells Money FM News in an interview that the business environment has, however, been created and is skewed towards foreign entities. Mr. Hambai notes the conditions that are there are meant to support the domestic business entities, but they are very basic issues in policies that come as a challenge. Mr. Hambai explains that it has become attractive for foreign entities to come in the country, but there is no support for the local enterprise, an area where employment creation and poverty reduction is going to come from.
Is that we obviously appreciate the efforts that government is doing, is making towards having to make the business environment conducive. However, is that the business environment has been created and is skewed towards foreign, and the conditions that are there are meant to local domestic business entities, and there are very basic issues in policy. The first one is obviously the Investment Act. The second one is the tax policy. The third one, all the concessions that are given to foreign entities, which concessions the local entities are not. It has become attractive, yes, for foreign entities to come into this country, but we are not supporting the local enterprise, which is 90. And this is where the employment creation as well poverty reduction is going to come from. And this is the challenge that we've been facing for a very long time.
We take a short break. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
For business on the go, visit www.moneyfmzambia.com to watch, stream, and download various programs from anywhere in the world.
Government says it continues to place a premium on measures aimed at addressing climate change, such as putting in place climate change financing mechanisms. Green Economy and Environment Minister at a press briefing on the accreditation to the Green Climate Fund of Zanaco Bank in Lusaka says climate finance is cardinal in that it helps deploy technology and measures aimed at safeguarding the developmental gains made to date. Mr. Nzovu notes climate change has become a topical developmental issue with varying grave impacts on development. He says climate change has the ability to reverse and derail the country's developmental gains.
backdrop that the government of the Republic of Zambia continues to place a premium on measures aimed at addressing climate change. One such measure is putting in place climate change financing mechanisms. Climate finance is cardinal in that it helps deploy technology and/or measures aimed at safeguarding the developmental gains made to date. You will recall that when the New Dawn government came into office, one of their flagship projects was the creation of the ministry responsible for green economy and development. This ministry, among other things, is charged with the responsibility of promoting low carbon and resilient development pathways that facilitate and support adaptation to and mitigation of the effects of climate change.
This is Money Evening News at 17:30. Minister of Small and Medium Enterprises Development says children and young people must always be a key target group for entrepreneurship training and education. Speaking during the award ceremony for the 2022 Finals Junior Achievement Company Program, Elias Mubanga notes that it is a proven fact that anything learned early in life sticks deeper in one's mind and therefore has a lasting influence on who one becomes. Mr. Mubanga has further called for need to embrace the national strategy on financial education, which sets out the framework for improving financial education in Zambia. He says the strategy, which feeds into broader Vision 2030, aims to transform Zambia into a prosperous middle-income nation.
I feel that we embrace this strategy and it also fits in our broader vision, Vision 2030, which aims to transform Zambia into a prosperous middle-income nation by the year 2030. More importantly, the creation of this ministry
That was Ministry of Small and Medium Enterprise Development Permanent Secretary, speaking on behalf of Elias Mubanga, the minister in charge. And speaking during the same event, Citibank Managing Director Lowani Chibesakunda says the City Foundation has provided support amounting to 6.3 million kwacha. She says the resources have been used to train teachers that facilitate the programs in schools for prayer review section. Still to come is international and sports news. Stay tuned. Welcome back. You are still listening to Money Evening News and now international news. There are indications that many airlines may suspend flights to Dubai in the next few days if the United Arab Emirates UAE authorities do not rescind its decision to suspend visa issuance to prospective visitors to the country. Findings by Daily Trust have shown. Daily Trust reports that the UAE has slammed a fresh visa ban on Nigerians seeking to visit Dubai. The ban was conveyed in a notice issued to the country's trade partners in Nigeria by the Destination Management Companies, DMCs, licensed to issue electronic visas to UAE. This was coming weeks after the country tightened the visa requirements for prospective visitors to the country, requiring them to provide a 6-month statement of account. For more of such stories, join us for Africa Business Report at 0845 weekdays. Australia's largest health insurer says a cyber criminal hacked the personal data of all its 4 million customers as the government introduced legislation that will increase penalties for companies that fail to protect clients' private information. Al Jazeera reports Medibank says significant amounts of health claims data has also been accessed in the breach, which was reported to police a week ago when trade in the company's shares was halted. The thief has demanded a ransom and has reportedly threatened to expose the diagnosis and treatments of high-profile customers. For more such stories, join us for Global Business Report at 1750 weekdays. This is the Money Evening News at 1730.
Sports News. Money Sports News.
In sports news, the Football Association of Zambia, FAZ, has sanctioned Chambishi Football Club for misconduct of its home fans that caused the abandonment of the Super League match between the Copperbelt-based team and Red Arrows. According to a statement, Chambishi have been fined 50,000 kwacha for failure to control their supporters who caused the match to be abandoned and in breach of Article 67 of the FAZ disciplinary code. The FAZ disciplinary committee has also slapped a 5-match ban of spectators at Chambishi Stadium for the next 5 Super League home matches for the club. In the third sanction, the score of 4-3 is annulled due to the abandonment of the game, and Red Arrows wins the match by a 3-0 scoreline. The Joseph Jalasi chaired FAZ disciplinary committee added that the sanctions were meant to restore order in the game and guarantee all stakeholders of game safety during matches. Chambishi have the right to appeal the decision of the committee within 72 hours notification of the decision. And FAZ General Secretary Etienne Gashalashe says it is his hope that clubs will take a leaf from the punishments being meted out of erring members. Captain Jos Butler says England need to feel hurt after their shock T20 World Cup defeat to Ireland and demands a reaction for their next blockbuster clash against Australia. France 24 reports England went into the clash in Melbourne as strong favourites, but were outplayed and lost by 5 runs on the DL's scoring method when rain arrived and the game was called off. The result has thrown Group 1 wide open with Australia, Sri Lanka, Ireland, and England all now with 1 win and 1 loss. As we end the news, we look at the headlines once again. The news headlines. Local Government and Rural Development Minister expects works on Lusaka's gutted city market to be completed in next 4 weeks.
Question of the operationalization of the city market of ZMS, and also the Salmon Mawalene market.
Government continues to place a premium on measures aimed at addressing climate change.
Topical developmental issue regarding grave impacts on climate change as ability to reverse and not derail them.
Airlines may suspend Nigeria-Dubai flights over visa hiccups. Football Association of Zambia fines Chambishi Football Club 50,000 kwacha for failure to control supporters. For these stories and more, be sure to visit our website on www.moneyfmzambia.com. Follow us on Facebook, Money FM Zambia. On Twitter and Instagram, Money FM Zambia. You can also download our Money FM app from App Store and Google Play Store. And for marketing, contact us on +26096786540 or 0211252237. Thank you for listening to Money Evening News. I am Best Jerry. Good evening. This is Money FM.
Money Evening News. Money Evening News. Global Business Report. Get global, go global now on Global Business on Money FM, your business radio.
Gold rises on hopes of slower interest rate hikes. United States mortgage interest rates jump to 7.16%. United Kingdom delays budget as new prime minister tries to fix economic crisis.
Global Business Report. Get global, go global now on Global Business on Money FM, your business radio.
It is 17:57 Central African Time, and a warm welcome to Global Business Report, Wednesday edition with me, Best Jerry. Gold prices have jumped as the dollar and bond yields weakened amid expectations that the United States Federal Reserve could slow its rapid pace of interest rate hikes. CNBC reports while the Fed is still widely expected to deliver a rate increase of 75 basis points in November, it is also likely to debate how much higher it can safely push borrowing costs. Spot gold is up 0.8% at $1,665.73 per ounce after touching its highest since October 13th. United States gold futures have gained 0.7% to $1,670. Mercedes has become the latest Western company to pull out of Russia following the invasion of Ukraine in February. BBC reports the German-based firm stopped manufacturing in and exporting to the country in early March, but now it says it will withdraw from the Russian market and sell shares in its subsidiaries to a local investor. Meanwhile, according to BBC, Ford confirms it has finalized a deal to exit the Russian market as well. We take a break. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.
Global Business Report. Get global, go global now on Global Business on Money FM, your business radio.
Welcome back. The United Kingdom government has delayed its budget by more than 2 weeks, buying new Prime Minister Rishi Sunak some time to make difficult choices about how to tackle the country's profound economic crisis. CNN reports Finance Minister Jeremy Hunt will now deliver the government's medium-term fiscal plan on November 17th, according to a statement from the Treasury. It had been scheduled for October 31st after the date was previously pulled forward by more than 3 weeks in a desperate attempt to reassure investors spooked by huge unfunded tax cuts promised by former Prime Minister Liz Truss. Australian inflation raced to a 32-year high last quarter as the cost of home building and gas surged, a shock result that stoked pressure for a return to more aggressive rate hikes by the country's central bank. Al Jazeera reports data from the Australian Bureau of Statistics, ABS, shows the consumer price index CPI jumped 1.8% in the September quarter, topping market forecast of 1.6%. The annual rate shot up to 7.3% from 6.1%, the highest since 1990, and almost 3 times the pace of wage growth. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to join us on Thursday for another Global Business Report. This has been Best Jerry. Stay tuned.
Global Business Report. Get global, go global now on Global Business on Money FM, your business radio.
Next time you're thirsty, think Aquarat purified water. Supplies of 18.9 liters, 750 mils, 500 mils, 10 liters, 5 liters, and you can access our purified water from all leading hospitals.
Thank you so much all for listening to the Money Evening News. May God bless you. Have a pleasant evening. Just don't forget to subscribe, invite other people. Let's keep on interacting. We'll be sharing more information here. God bless you. Remember, it's tomorrow again, same time, 93.7 FM in Lusaka, Zambia. That's for all your business news.